Hi, this is Alan McCormick, and I'm going to do my professional development workshop on Microsoft Access. Our school right now, especially my department, the physical education department, is working with our other middle school in Belvedere. I work at South Middle School, and we're working with Central Middle School on uh, streamlining our fitness testing process and making it more useful and data driven. And we're going to start doing the same fitness testing at both buildings, and we need a way to track that progress and track that data. So we're going to use Microsoft Access to do that. Not many people in our district know how to use Access or have used Access in the past, so I think this professional development will be very useful, not only for the physical education department, but also for the rest of the building, which uses a lot of data-driven analysis for testing purposes and intervention purposes. The program that I'm using is Screencast-O-Matic. It is a free program. You don't even need to log in to the site to make it work. It is very user friendly, and it just captures whatever is on your screen and makes it very easy to make a presentation online. My professional development is covering Access. Is doing the basics of Access for somebody who has never used the program before. So we're going to work on inputting data, sorting, editing features of Access, creating appropriate output graphs and charts with Access, to be able to use the information and come out with useful information that they can use to study the data. How to save the file to our shared drive, so other staff can access that. Won't be able to do that on my presentation because I'm doing it from my home computer, but it's something that I will cover when we do the whole presentation to the rest of the PE department. So the first thing we're going to do is just open a blank database document. So you just click on blank database and it will pop up. Hopefully. Alright, there we go. First thing you have to do that I want my group to do is just come up across the across the headings and make an appropriate data. So we're going to do fitness testing. So the first field we enter is PACER test. Then you right click, rename field to fit in reach. And click next. The other one had a label already, so you click and just click text. And we're going to do the trunk or the 100-yard dash. Next will be the push-up test. And PACER test. Excuse me, sit-up test. And finally the t-test. This is showing how to create the categories and set up so we can enter scores for the students. We'll be using this database to track and better understand the PACER data or the fitness test data across the district, so we can set benchmarks and set fitness testing standards for our students, so it makes it equal across the district. A lot of these tests, they're standard tests that a lot of people use and a lot of PE teachers use across the country, but there's no set benchmarks for our district. A lot of benchmarks for the country we don't feel are accurate, so this would be a good way to track that data. So as your students come in, you just enter data here. So start entering some for the PACER test. And so a lot like an Excel table, entering their data across. Get a few in here. just random numbers for now. So I'd have the people in the professional development just enter some random data just so they have an idea of how to enter the data. Yeah, I've entered some of the data in off camera so it doesn't take up so much time over 15 minutes. I also noticed that I forgot to add a column to the test, so this will show the people in the professional development how to do that and how to replace which column that the data goes in, which would be the student ID column. Each student in our district has their own student ID that you would be able to track the students, like if they transfer from one middle school to the other, or transfer out of district and come back. You can easily track them as they move around and keep their data up to date, so you can adjust their times and see how they're improving, and also keeps the student privacy intact and doesn't use the student's names. So then I want this column to be all the way over and be the first column in line. So all you do is you hold your cursor over until you get the four white arrows. Left click and drag it over, and it'll be in the right position. Okay, at this point we're going to save our progress right now, so in case something happens we don't lose it. Click on File and then Save. Then you want to name the table. You want to name the table as Fitness Test Scores. Click OK, and it is saved. I'm going to show how you can do some reports and get some different output for Access. First one is just a simple report, like if you want to take this and show somebody, show the fitness scores, or even have a hard copy of it in case something happens. Just click Report, okay, and it prints up a report, and you can take that and easily print it out and have the data. It shows the lines of the page, how the page layout would happen, and it gives you just a simple print output of the data you have inputted. So okay, we'll go ahead and close that out. You can right click on the report that you want to close and make sure you can click Close. You can ask if you want to save, and at this point we're not going to save the report, but you can save the report so you can have the end of the year. You can have the report on this day, and you can compare it to the report from the previous year. Click No. Okay, now we're going to show how you can sort the data out. Each individual box is related to everything in the column in the row across. So the student ID number is frozen with all the tests across. So what you can do, you can just basically click on a column. You can sort by ascending and descending. Just click of a button. You're going to have the lowest score for Pacer come up top. Click descending, you'll have the top score at the top all the way to the bottom. You can go across and do that for every column, and if you notice on the left, all the different columns move along with the column that you're sorting. So that makes it easy if you want to get an idea of the top score for the quarter, so you can give that student a prize, a reward, or see which student, as you enter more data, you can see which student improved the most, and you can reward them for that. So it is very useful, just to get a quick idea instead of looking, scrolling down the page trying to find the area, the highest number. You can just easily press one button and sort the data. You can click up here, you have the column, you can just remove the sort, it'll come down to the area that you want. You can come up for student ID, you can get in an ascending order, so you can try to find a column the student that you want as you're looking through for the data as well. You can also You can also sort each column that you want. So say push-up test, you want to see how many students you had to score 17 and 24. Click OK, and it will show you which student has between 17 and 24 push-ups, which is just one student, which student it is. So that's a very useful tool. So you want to see, so you have your grading scale. You have for grading scale for sit-ups is for an A you need to get, or for a B you need to be between 22. The lowest B is 22 and the highest B is a 29. And you can click which student's got a B for that test. So that's a very useful tool if you're doing grading or kind of see which students need help in certain areas, and you can format your lessons and interventions through that data. And now I'm going to show how you can actually take this data and make graphs and everything else using Excel. You can take this data and you want to make sure you save it. Click the Save button up here, and then click on External Data tab, and click on Excel. You can save it in a bunch of different formats, but today we're just going to work on exporting it to Excel. You click Excel. It'll ask you where you want to save it. Okay, click the area you want to save. We're just going to save it right on the desktop. Okay. Click Save there, and the file format. This one, make sure Excel workbook, and you can click if you want the formatting and layout. We're not going to do that. We'll just worry about just the numbers on here. Click OK. And it exported it, and you want to save these export steps, and we're not going to do that. Just click Close, minimize the Excel file, and there it is. And click on that, and it pops up, and it's in an Excel file. So you can take this data, and so that is my professional development workshop. Obviously, as the teachers come in, we would use their data, and if it's not just the PE department, we would use something they could actually get something done from the workshop, and use their own data and have something to show for going through the professional development. Our school district has done a lot of training on Excel, and a lot of the teachers know how to use Excel. But if they have issues with that too, that would be another topic that we can do in another professional development workshop. I think Access would be a very useful thing for our school district, and I think this workshop would be a very good start for teachers how to use the information, and would be just another useful tool they can use in the classrooms.